Hey, good morning, YouTube. This is DB coming at you. Today, I'm going to talk to you today about what I wore, give you my review on it. Then I got some goodies, and we will go through what the goodies are. And there's some goodies. Got some old school fragrances and got some new school fragrances. So I'll give you some of my first impressions of those. So stay right there. This is DB, and I'm about to take you behind the nonsense. So let's get into the fragrance that I wore today. Uh, I gotta have mixed reviews about the fragrance that I wore today. Uh, this is going to be Montale's Chocolate Greedy. Beautiful. So let's talk about the Montale Chocolate Greedy. It is what it says it is. It's chocolate and it's greedy. So it definitely lives up to the name. I will say it doesn't stink. I want to get that out the way. So we'll put that disclaimer out there ASAP and let you guys know it does not stink. But let's go over a few things first. The initial spray was very chocolatey. I mean, it just gave me a blast of cocoa. That's exactly what it was. It lasted me about roughly 3 hours on projection. And longevity, I'm still smelling it. And it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I sprayed it yesterday evening around 5 o'clock. So, nonetheless, it still smells like chocolate. It hasn't changed from chocolate. It started as chocolate. It finished as chocolate. Still just as strong. Still chocolate. So, if you want to walk around smelling like a bag of cocoa all day, Chocolate Greedy is for you. I don't dislike it. I do like it. But I do not want to walk around smelling like a bag of cocoa all day. So, Chocolate Greedy is chocolate. Simple. So, if you guys like to smell like a bag of chocolate all day, Chocolate Greedy is for you. If you don't want to smell like chocolate, Chocolate Greedy is not for you because it starts, finishes, and ends and does not change. You guys know how I feel about fragrances that do not change. The only thing about this is that it starts off as just a blast of chocolate. It smells like chocolate, but it dries down into a more cocoa. So, I mean, it doesn't change much. There's just I don't like fragrances that don't change. So you have to change something. Something has to progress into something else. I wouldn't mind smelling like chocolate for 2 hours if it died down and gave me a little chocolate with a little bit of vanilla. So I did have, I guess, compliments. I was sitting in the meeting room where we have our meeting before work, and a girl passed by me, and she had Sauvage on. You can't Sauvage is Sauvage, and I said, "Oh, somebody's wearing Sauvage." I didn't know it was her, and she's like, "Yeah, that's me, but I'm too busy smelling somebody else." And the only other person that's going to wear cologne in that little section would be me. And I said, "That'd be me. I'm wearing something called Chocolate Greedy." She goes, "Yeah, that's you. I smell." And she didn't say it stunk. Another guy passed by me, and this is his honest reaction. He said to me, "Hey," he's a good friend of mine. He said, "You smell good." He says, "I feel like I want to bite your head off." And I said, "Easy, Captain. I am not a 5'10" chocolate Easter bunny." And one other friend said I smell like a chocolate chip cookie. I don't think those are the compliments I want to garner. So take it as you want. If you want somebody trying to bite your head off because you remind them of a oversized chocolate bunny, go for it. I'll take those as compliments because I think that's what they were. But not for me, not a scent that I'm going to wear every day, but definitely not something I want to swap. It's kind of unique. I'd like to keep it. I think for me, if you're going to wear this, I would try to wear this with something I was thinking about layering this with lost cherry. I think that would kind of smell good. A lost cherry chocolate vibe, like a lost, excuse me, like a lost chocolate cherry. Um, but this would be something if you layer that I would layer with. I wouldn't wear that flat out. I don't think it's a standalone for some reason. I know that maybe that's what they wanted it to be, but it just isn't. So, all right, guys. So let's get on to the next part. Let's see some goodies that I got today. Uh, Here's one that we've all been waiting to smell, or at least I have, and I've already heard several people talk about this fragrance. So I want to go ahead and give my first initial uh, reaction to the smell. Now, all of you guys know who Fragrance One is, and uh, I've already had both offices. So today I got Date by Office Ferment. So we are going to give this its initial first spray so I can let you guys know what I think of it. Then, of course, if I like it, I'll do a full review of it, or might just do a full review of it anyway just to see what people think. So let's see what we get out of this. Good atomizer. I mean, it smells good, but the problem that I have with this is that it's still one of those synthetic. I mean, just like off the dot, you get that synthetic blast. It just doesn't. It just to me doesn't smell anywhere near what I want it to smell like. I mean, this isn't what I expected this to smell like. So, in my personal opinion, it's just nasty. So, anyway, we'll give it a wearing. We'll see what it smells like when it dries down. But my first reaction is the same thing as the other two. It's a different smell, but it's just synthetic. So anyway, that's that one. And then I got me an old school fragrance. Something that has been a long time. I've seen it before years ago, and I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It is I wouldn't call it a rarity, but it's definitely a hard to find. And that's Elvis, for men. So it's what you. It doesn't stink, but this is what you would expect somebody in the 70s to wear for sure. This is definitely it smells good, but it just reminds you of something maybe a sophisticated grandfather of yours would wear. A grandfather that's always wearing really nice clothes. You would expect him to wear something like that. So, and I've got one more, and that is going to be Xerjoff Ivory Root or Route. I'm not sure. Some people say it different. Depends if you're from the south or from the north. So let's get into this one. I want to spray this one down to see what it smells like. This is presentation. Go. This is the presentation of the bottle. I think it looks really, really well. Wow, that atomizer blew it out. Now, I'll tell you right now that just on the initial spray, it reminds me of a watered down Naxos maybe with some other things incorporated in it. And I think it really gives off that Xerjoff smell. So if you like Xerjoff Naxos, it's probably right along the same route. So smells good, but I'll definitely give out one wearing it. It's a Xerjoff. If you don't wear a Xerjoff now, see, here we are 2 seconds later, and it's kind of dying down with the Naxos vibe and kind of going into something else. So I'd like to wear it, see what it dies down to. I got some other fragrances and stuff that I haven't got yet. I got YSLY coming, so we'll be able to check that out. But anyway, thank you guys for spending time with me today. And I will wear a date tomorrow and give you. I know I was going to give you guys a review of it today, but I just got it today, so there's no way I can do it. So appreciate you guys sticking around. This is DB, and I just took you behind the nonsense. Y'all have a good morning.